How in the world are you? Mike here, Mike's Pressure Washing, Trenton, Ohio. Garage makeover. Hey, check this out real quick before we start washing. I been working on the garage. Got the new floor down. Had to grind the whole thing. You can see the process on my channel. Got the accent wall done, got the cabinets up. Still got to put the crown molding, new toolboxes that will completely span the distance there. Bunch of other stuff, all new lighting. Excited about that. My neighbors are loving all this stuff. Love it. Yeah, busy weekend. Also went deer hunting. It's been years since I've been deer hunting. Almost forgot what they look like. Shot a doe. And anxious to get that processed. All right, 3 washes on the day. I think they're all large. I'll have to look. I'm out of breath. Last week of washing. Didn't go anywhere. All right, here we are set up on stop number 1 of 3. This is Hamilton, Ohio, the county seat. This house is not dirty at all. And so I have my metering valve set up for SH on about halfway. That's about half. Conserve a little bit of solution. Love these old houses. What I like most about it is that it's all vinyl. He asked me to consider that 3rd floor, but I set proper expectations. Told him that may or may not happen, and he's fine with that. He said we had a mud dauber problem. I said, no, sir, you have a hornet's nest problem. So you can see where the clock was, considerable black mold, a little bit of algae growth. This should come out nice. Oh yeah, it's gonna turn out great. Hornet's nest is just turning to mush. It's like paper mache. All right, I'm going to give a good attempt at shooting what I can see on this 3rd floor from the ground. Not getting a ladder out today, Lord willing. Again, I set the expectations, charged him appropriately, and he is perfectly fine with that. So certainly anything visible will be cleaned simply by shooting with a long-range tip. I got this shooter tip from Guy Blackman. Guy Blackman, B-L-A-C-K-M-O-N. I cannot tell you the price because it's been so long. And the same situation here. And it looks like I'm going to play the wind like a golfer. Got a terrible hook or slice or something. That's all right. Hamilton, Ohio. Let's head to stop number 2. All right, here we are at stop number 2 of 3. Very small house. This lady saw me just around the corner. She's 89 years old. 89 years old. Sprite, man. She's Sprite. And she was about a half a mile away taking a walk last week when I was washing a house and hired me on the spot. It's not bad at all, but she's got these valleys, 2 or 3, 4 of them, that require leaves being blown off. And Joe is about to say something right now. No, Joe, I don't have the Husky 125. I do have I do have this. The ball valve 8 GPM is what I call it. So I'm gonna blow all this off and then wash the house. So for the record, you can't blow this off with a Husky 125. It takes a ball valve. Yeah, it's the only way to do it. Right, so Joe would have to quit, I guess. I don't know. So there you have it. That's the only way to do it. A leaf blower will not work. Won't. Can't. It can't. A leaf blower is not designed to blow leaves off a roof. That's what a pressure washer's for, Joe. Okay, so here's the thing. Get this. I'm the real deal, okay? When you hire me, you get top of the line. Like it doesn't. This is the epitome of excellence. If you hire Joe Deary to wash a house, clean gutters, what have you, it's like ordering pressure washing off wish.com. You know what I mean? Like it may show up, and if it does show up, you don't know exactly what you're going to get, and you're never really fully satisfied. You can't clean gutters properly with a leaf blower. This house is so clean already. I'm going to turn the dial back even further. This is off. That works. All right, let's do a little test here. Black mold in the back of the house. This is the north facing side. You see that I had that turned back. I was already at half the dial. I turned it about half of that, so we're going to say 1/4 to 1/3 of the potency that's allowed by the downstream injector. Again, I'm working through the pent air valve as a proportion or a somewhat of a proportion setup, and I'm going to spray this. We're going to see how it works. All right, so throwing that on there like we normally would. I'm gonna do the rest of this on around, and we'll come back and rinse and see if that made a difference. Okay, this is after letting it dwell for about 10 minutes. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So I'm not entirely pleased. I'm going to shoot another layer of SH on there at that 25 or 30% ratio. But I think what we can see is that it's possible that we're using too much solution, or more than we need to. So, all right, going to spray that one more time, walk around, rinse that porch area again, and then come back and rinse this off. All right, let's go to stop number 3 and finish the day. Right, we are set up on job number 3 of 3. I'm here in Mason, Ohio. You might remember just last week, I believe it was, maybe 2 weeks ago, I washed that one. That was a freebie. I donated a complete house wash to charity. This gentleman across the street got the free house wash and was very pleased. In the process, this gentleman here walks across the street and asked me to wash his, so we scheduled it for today. So not only did I get this house wash out of doing that free house wash, I made 2 friends, which is the icing on the cake. But then also, he left me a 5-star review. And then not only did he leave me a 5-star review, but he also placed a very nice posting in his neighborhood Facebook page. So win-win. Also, Mason, Ohio. Those of you who grew up in the 80s, you'll remember Kings Island. Kings Island was featured on an episode of the Brady Bunch. Well, if this home weren't here, and maybe a few others, you could see Kings Island from here. All right, let's wash a house. Nothing terrible on this house. A little green on this west side that's blocked by this tree. So we'll get this cleaned up. You can see that. The beautiful thing about this house wash is all of the trim around the entire house is brand new. Again, in efforts to preserve solution, I have the dial turned on about halfway. I'm doing a little test here. I'm going to tell you at the end of this video how much SH I've used on 3 houses today. None of them have been terribly small, 2 of which have been quite large. And this one's got some dirty on it. All right, so that finishes up project number 3 for the day. And I am proud to announce that I washed all 3 houses on 12 gallons of SH, all thanks to my metering setup. Now I know that was 12 gallons because that's how much I had in the tank as of this morning. And now you can see that it is empty. All right, so tomorrow I've got 2 or 3 projects, and I'm finished early enough tonight to head back out in the woods and do a little bit more hunting. That farmer, man, I don't know what he's feeding those deer, but they literally just walk right up to you as soon as you get out of the truck. So, all right, Mike's pressure washing. Wash on.